Hey, so your body has emotional vocabulary, but the question is, have you learned how to read it? So you don't just think your emotions, you also feel them. And sometimes your body gives you very clear clues before your mind has found the words. Emotional intelligence isn't just being able to name what you're feeling, it's also recognizing how different emotions show up in your body. So today, let's talk about two emotions that most of us struggle with: anger and sadness, where they tend to show up in the body, and why. So let's start with anger because it often gets a bad reputation, but honestly, anger is information. It's that internal signal saying, I don't like this, that something feels unfair, that a boundary has been crossed, or that something needs to change. And it shows up physically. Maybe it's tightness in your jaw, it's clenched, like you're literally biting back the urge to yell or to say what you really want to say. Maybe it's in your hands, you have fists or rigid arms, like your body wants to push something away or strike back. And maybe it's your shoulders squaring up like they're bracing for confrontation. It can also be tightness or pressure in the chest, like a swallowed scream, or even heat. Your face can feel flush, your heart can start racing, and suddenly your whole body feels activated. The important thing is to notice the activation. Ask what it's protecting you from, and then give it somewhere to go because anger needs movement. So you want to walk, shake, jump, dance, shadow box in the shower, punch a pillow, or even scream in your car. You just want an avenue to release that before it builds up. You can think about animals in nature that do this instinctively. So, after outrunning a predator or having a fight over territory, they tend to shake their bodies to release the charge. Now, sadness is going to feel completely different in the body. Maybe it's a lump in the throat, like there are words or tears that haven't found their way out. Maybe a heaviness in the chest, that sensation that we call heartbreak, largely because it's unexpressed sorrow just sitting in the chest area. Also, things like tightness in the solar plexus, shallow breath, pressure behind the ears all relate to suppressed sorrow or grief. And sometimes it's not in one place at all. It's just a general feeling of being heavier or slower, like you want to curl inward, rest, or be held. So, whereas anger needs movement, sadness needs softness. So, let yourself cry, rest, journal, call someone who can hold space for you, or simply put your hand over your heart, acknowledge, and let yourself say, this hurts. Overall, you want to give yourself permission to feel these emotions without immediately trying to make it go away, because that's the real practice, not necessarily becoming someone who never feels difficult emotions like sadness or anger, because that's not wellness, that's avoidance. So, the practice is noticing what you feel, where you feel it, and choosing how to respond based on what you actually need. So I encourage you to start to pay attention to where your emotions meet your body, because sometimes your body is telling you something that your mind hasn't really wrapped itself around. And the practice that it needs may be different based on the emotion. So that's your Wellness Tip Wednesday, and I will see you next week.